Hello and welcome to The Load-In, a United Theater podcast with me, your host, Lee Metzger. Today I join you live from a safari. Ooh, watch out, a zebra or a lion might jump in at any time. Even though I'm in this savannah, I want to talk to you about the United Theater of Westerly, Rhode Island, and some of the cool events that we have coming up this week and other weeks in March. Specifically, musical events. Let's dive in. It's The Load-In. Welcome to the music episode. Today I'm going to be talking about music. How do you make it? What is it? Is it just sounds? Is it beats? Is it violins and strings and reeds? And it's all of that. It's if you don't know what music is, this actually isn't the podcast for you, because I'm going to talk about specifically bluegrass music. It's big here. It's big in Westerly. Rhythm and blues in general is huge in Westerly, Rhode Island. It has been for decades, going back to Room Full of Blues and to Guild Guitars, the former guitar builder that was located here in Westerly for so long. So today I want to just give you a quick overview on bluegrass, and then we're going to kind of talk about some of the events coming up that center around bluegrass or roots music in general. So bluegrass itself, it's a term that was coined by Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys in the 40s, or around that at that time. Bill Monroe quantified bluegrass as, quote, Scottish bagpipes and old-time fiddling. It's Methodist in holiness and Baptist. It's blues and jazz, and it has a high, lonesome sound, which is a very bluegrass thing to say. A little bit about Bill Monroe. In 1929, he worked at an oil refinery with his brothers Birch and Charlie. Birch. I don't think people are named after trees enough nowadays. I think, I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Elm, Ash. Ash, I guess, is a name, but not after a tree. Hello. Hi, how are you? My name is Balsam. These are my two children, Baobab and Ginkgo biloba. Also, it might just be like the New Englander in me, but working at an oil refinery definitely seems like something that people don't do nowadays. I'm sure they do. But moving to Illinois to work at an oil refinery is something very 1940s America. Eventually, Birch left the group, and Charlie and Bill formed a duo and started performing on the radio. And then 10 years later, Bill moved to Georgia, met some other guys, and boom, bluegrass. There you go. Done. And now you know everything there is to know about bluegrass. But if there's anything else that you would like to know, please come to our Roots Music Stomp event on March 24th. That's hosted by Craig Edwards, who's like the walking encyclopedia of roots music. He can tell you way more about roots music than what I just told you. And probably he can tell you all the things that I just got wrong. But definitely come to that. So that's on Sunday, March 24th, the day after Soupy Fest. So if you're, going to be, listen, everyone's leaving Soupy Fest with gout, okay? That's known. But if you want to find a place to kick up your crystallized feet and appendages, come on down to the United, hang out in the gallery art space, watch Roots Music Stomp, meet these incredible artists that Craig brings in. This month we'll be featuring Maggie Shar and Brian Slattery of the Moonshells, which is a pretty prolific bluesgrass outfit. During that event, they're going to be talking about where the music came from and how we can use our knowledge of music to shape where the music's going. So this specific Roots Music Stomp is going to be focused on where music came from and then how its heritage shapes the way that it moves going forward. So that's pretty exciting. Now, taking a couple days before that, on the other side of Soupy Fest, on March 21st, on Thursday, we're going to be having the Traveling McCourys join us for an evening of banging bluegrass. If McCoury sounds familiar in the bluegrass space, that's because Del McCoury, the Del McCoury Band, is a pretty, again, prolific bluegrass band that's been around for decades. Del McCoury and the Del McCoury Band, Grammy Award winning, multiple Grammy nominations for Best Bluegrass Album. They won in 2006. And then his two sons, Robbie and Ronnie, his two sons, along with a gentleman named Cody Kilby, basically kick Del out, say, go take a seat, Pops. We've got it from here. And they tour around. And it's basically the exact same. It literally is the exact same lineup as the Del McCoury Band, just swapping out Del for Cody. So if you like bluegrass, this is the preeminent, performance. So you're going to want to see this. And then moving on to, on the 30th, we have Travelers by Trade. Now this is a kind of like a collection of local musicians, of local touring musicians. So these are musicians that are based in Rhode Island, but they are well known to tour the area as well as the greater American continent. Now, these are names that you're going to recognize if you're familiar with the music scene around here. We've got Avi Jacob, Haunt the House, Andrew Victor, Allison Callery, and Tyler Seaton. Haunt the House, Andrew Victor, Tyler Seaton, all of them have played here at the theater before. And then these other names, these people play at the Knickerbocker, they play at Old Man Joe's, Perks and Corks. They're around. I'm sure you've seen them around. So if you want to see them all in one place, we're going to be hosting them on March 30th. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have a bar. It's going to be a full gallery art space takeover. It's going to be dope. And that kind of wraps it up. I just wanted to give you this quick shot of bluegrass information, some rhythm and blues coming through the United over the next couple weeks. So make sure you get your tickets for these events and come down and see us. March is full of music. March is music, as we say down here at the United. Musical March. So yeah, get your tickets. Come on down. Come see us. Come listen to music. Come dance. Come drink. Come make merry at the United. With me, your host, Lee Metzger. Ooh, I did it again. Let's go ahead and see if we have any reviews for the show. And that is going to be no reviews. No reviews for the show. If you write a review, I will read it on the air live right now. We don't have any reviews, so just one shout out to my boy Tyler out there who's watching and listening and engaging on social medias. If you see clips out there, engage with them. Say thumbs up or throw a emoji down there in the caption, just to boost our numbers a little bit. And thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for liking and subscribing. Make sure to share and send it to your parents. Send this clip to your parents and say, "This is my guy." From the you. Anyway, I love you all dearly. I miss you already. And I'll talk to you next week. Goodbye. Oh, a lion. Ah! That's me getting attacked by a lion. Theater. Thanks for tuning in to the United Theater Podcast Network. If you enjoyed this episode, we encourage you to subscribe to our show so you never miss an episode. And if you could take a moment to leave a review, we'd greatly appreciate it. Your feedback helps us create content that you love. So hit that subscribe button and leave us a review, and we'll see you on the next episode.